How's it going?
How's the second camp been for you following the long layoff and the way it has to be set up right now?
Right. I mean, I think it's going well. Obviously, a lot of things are different, but right now it's the new norm for us, and just trying to get used to all the different little things that we have to do. But I think it's going well. Me personally, it's going well. Just trying to take it for what it is right now. Obviously, we still got to get our work in any way we can, and try to treat everything on the field as normal as possible. I mean, once we get out there, it's the same game. So it's actually makes being out there a lot more comfortable, I guess, because in the clubhouse, it's a lot different.
And just a reminder for everyone to please put your name in the chat if you have a question. Next up is John Mioli.
How's it going, Chance?
Good, how are you?
Well, thank you. I know that during spring training, the guys who weren't in the games would do like hitting competition stuff. There'd be some unique incentives and ways to judge who won or lost. Has anything like that been put in place now that you guys are getting going on the inter squads to keep things a little interesting?
Honestly, right now, I don't know if we have anything like that. But yeah, like you said, we were doing that in spring. It was pretty fun. The competitions that we created and stuff off the machine and BP and whatnot. But I mean, I'm sure we'll have something going on during these inter squads. It's always fun to throw in those extra little things.
Rich Dubroff, go ahead.
Hey, Chance, you stayed in Sarasota
Yes.
while during the last few months. How weird was it being in Sarasota while the camp was closed?
It was honestly very strange because I live there in the off season, so I get to go into the clubhouse and use the complex in the off season, work out, train, hit, do all that stuff. So to be in Sarasota and not be able to go into the complex was very strange. But out of that, I got a home gym and met some cool other people that live in the area that have cages in their backyards and stuff. So I mean, that was fun to be able to go somewhere else and hit. But yeah, like you said, it was very strange.
Steve Molesky, go ahead.
So, Chance, during that shutdown time when you were hitting, as you said, was it a resumption of some winter things you looked to work on and improve on?
Yes, absolutely. So I'd say going into spring, obviously I was doing some things hitting wise, and I kind of got a trial run, I guess, in spring training to see what worked for me and what didn't, what I liked to do and what I didn't like to do out of those things from the winter, and got to kind of reset in that quarantine time and learn the things I did and didn't like, and try to apply them to this time.
Todd Karpovich, go ahead.
Hey, Chance, how's it going? I think there's 4 catchers in camp right now. How's the workload been for you?
It's been well. Honestly, staying in shape down in Sarasota was big for sure. Just coming in here, we only have these 4 catchers, so we kind of obviously have to catch all these guys here. We get, I think we had like 4 or 5 innings the first day. Being back. So, I mean, it was definitely good to be able to stay in shape down there. We had some of the pitchers down there still, so I was able to catch them, stay in shape. But it's been well, the work that we've got going on, but definitely excited to get these games started.
I just remind you, put your names in the chat, please, if you have any further questions. Next up is Mark Viviano.
Hey, Chance, as you guys start these inter-squad games, it was probably normal. You guys would play inter-squad in an empty ballpark in Sarasota. Now it's Baltimore, and actually this is how the games are going to be going forward. Is this a chance to start to get used to that? And what do you think of that oddity going forward as you guys start to play these games with nobody watching?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be very strange for everyone to not have fans in the stands, but I guess it's just, for right now, it's something that we got to get used to. But yeah, like you said, we obviously play scrimmages and inter squads in Sarasota with no fans, but I think doing it here is going to be a little bit different. Obviously, with Camden, you have the extra deck and the stands in the outfield, so it kind of creates like a bowl, and it's just different. It's just a different feel, but it's something that we obviously have to get used to.
John Mioli, go ahead.
Chance, you're one of a lot of guys who are in camp, who this season would have been really important to solidify yourself as a big leaguer, kind of make good on a lot of the promise that's been in your past. How do you view the challenge of doing that in these circumstances with such a short season? Stop and start spring training, everything that might make putting your best foot forward a little more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, just because there's not going to be any fans in the stands or we have a shorter season isn't really going to change the approach that I had going into this year. Obviously, I did a lot of stuff and a lot of work this offseason that I continued to do throughout the quarantine time. So, I mean, I'm ready to go, and I'm just looking forward to the season getting started, but my approach isn't going to change.